Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really going to cut through the noise. We're talking about transforming that passive LinkedIn digital Rolodex approach
Right.
into a predictable B2B revenue engine. We've put together a complete blueprint from the source material covering, conversion psychology, precision targeting, and all the tactical steps you need to stop just collecting contacts and finally start collecting cash flow.
And look, it's not just a hope. This is an immense proven opportunity. I mean, we are dealing with statistics that should immediately grab your attention.
Okay, lay 'em on us.
LinkedIn drives a staggering 80%. That's 80 of all B2B social media leads.
80%. Wow.
Yeah.
That's almost everything.
It is. It outperforms every other platform for B2B by a massive 277%. And you've got 180 million decision makers active daily.
That sounds incredible, but
Yeah.
I mean, if the opportunity is that big, why are so many people struggling? The sources we looked at highlight that, 42% of sales pros feel like they just can't stand out.
And that struggle is precisely why we're doing this deep dive. Most people, they treat LinkedIn like a broadcast platform or a cold calling list. It's a relationship engine. It's driven by psychology.
Right, you can't just jump straight to the close.
If you do that, you're competing with the 42% who are failing. You have to understand that conversion is a layered journey. It's a gradual process of building trust.
Okay, so let's unpack that journey. The source material outlines these 3 pillars of conversion psychology. Where does it all begin?
It starts with awareness. That's stage 1. It's simply about capturing attention. If your content isn't relevant and, value-driven, you've lost them before you even begin.
But awareness feels like the easy part. Everyone is trying to publish content.
Exactly. The next, and I think more difficult step, is moving them from just knowing you exist to actively considering you.
And that's engagement.
That's engagement. This is the trust-building phase. It requires really personalized, genuine interactions. And this principle of reciprocity, you have to give them something of value before you ask for their time.
And that's where people fall down, right? Because true personalization is hard to scale.
It's very hard without the right systems. And that leads to the final pillar, which is often the biggest hurdle for the client.
Which is?
Decision. Okay, so trust is built, but risk is still there. The final barrier is getting them to sign, which involves risk on their side, risk to their job, to their budget. You have to leverage social proof.
Case studies, testimonials.
Exactly. All that stuff. You use it to reduce their perceived risk to basically 0, and then you can close the deal.
That framework is super clear, but let's push on that a bit. Of those 3, awareness, engagement, and decision, which one is the hardest for, say, a small B2B shop or a solopreneur to really master?
It's interesting. It's often engagement. Awareness is easy, like you said. You can publish all day. Decision is manageable if you have good case studies.
But engagement?
Engagement requires time and consistency and really focused interaction. It's hard to sit down every day and send 10 truly personalized messages when you're busy running the actual business. That's where the system falls apart for most.
That makes total sense. So figuring out which stage you're underserving is the first step to fixing your pipeline.
Absolutely. So thinking about your own B2B efforts, which of these 3 psychological stages, awareness, engagement, or decision, do you feel you're currently underserving? We really want you to analyze your own funnel. Let us know your thoughts on that in the comments below.
Okay, so we've got the map. Let's get into the action plan. Step 1 in this blueprint focuses on the very first interaction. Crafting high-converting connection requests. I know I still get 3 to 5 generic ones a day, and they all go in the digital trash bin.
And that's the reality for everyone. A generic request just signals 0 effort. It shows you have 0 interest in their specific problems. That's why they fail.
So what's the uplift if you do it right?
The research confirms that personalized messages, the ones that show you actually looked at their profile, they boost acceptance rates by a massive 55%.
55. That's not a small game. That's literally doubling your potential lead pool just by changing a few words.
It's huge, and there's a formula for it. The guide breaks it down into 3 necessary components.
Okay, what's number 1?
Non-negotiable. You have to reference specific profile details, a recent post, a career milestone, a mutual connection, anything to show this message is just for them.
Got it. And second?
You must lead with value, not with what you want from them. The request has to imply some kind of shared insight or a potential benefit to their business.
So it can't sound like, hey, I sell X, you should buy X.
Never. And the third piece is just to keep it conversational and authentic. You're starting a professional relationship, not launching a sales pitch. You want a dialogue starter.
Okay, so to make this really actionable, the source material gives a template that kind of pulls this all together. It's short, but powerful.
It is. It goes, "Hi, name. Your recent work on project at company caught my eye. I'd love to connect and share insights on topic that might benefit your team."
And that works because it's all about them. It validates their work and proposes a conversation that benefits their team.
Exactly. It sets the stage for reciprocity right from the start. That's step one.
But connecting is just the beginning of that engagement pillar. So
Yes.
if we succeed there, the next hurdle is keeping their attention. Which brings us to step 2, lead magnet funnels for trust and qualification.
Right. Once you're connected, the clock is ticking. You have to deliver on that value you promised. And you do that with lead magnets that solve real immediate problems. These have to be high-value resources.
Not just some generic ebook, right?
No, absolutely not. We're talking white papers, proprietary templates, niche webinars, things tailored to their specific pain points. And crucially, it should be gated content.
So you're getting their contact info in exchange for the value.
You're capturing contact information and qualifying them early. A prospect who gives you their email for your specialized content is already way more qualified than just a passive connection.
So it's a 2 for 1.
Mhm.
You're building trust, and you're getting data to track them outside of LinkedIn.
Precisely. And to strengthen that trust, the content itself needs to be proof-driven. So you don't just give them a guide. You sprinkle in case studies and ROI-focused results within the guide. Show them you can deliver. When they get immediate value from your free stuff, they naturally start to wonder.
If the free stuff is this good, what's the paid solution like?
That's the transition point. And that brings us to where the process usually breaks down for most people. Let's talk step 3, multi-touch engagement and scaling with AI, because the fortune really is in the follow-up.
But consistency is such a drain on time.
It is, and this is the critical data point most sales pros ignore. Conversion typically happens between touches 5 and 12.
5 to 12.
5 to 12. Think about that. If you quit after touch 2, which something like 90% of people do, you are leaving almost all of your potential revenue on the table.
That's a massive commitment. Is that just about waiting for the right moment, or is there more to it psychologically?
It's a combination. First, the buyer needs time. Budget cycles, internal politics, all that. But second, persistence signals legitimacy. A company that consistently delivers relevant, non-pushy follow-up, well, that signals reliability. And the only way to maintain that at scale is with AI.
So AI isn't replacing the human touch. It's just enforcing the consistency where we tend to fail.
Exactly. And the performance boosts are dramatic. AI-powered InMail, for example, can increase engagement by 40%. It makes sure that message number 7 feels just as fresh and relevant as message number 1.
But how do you stop it from feeling robotic?
The key is that AI handles the sequencing and the timing. The human still owns the tone and the value proposition. We use these automated, strategic, sequenced follow-ups, and they improve conversion rates by 15% just by managing that consistency.
And it can't just be on LinkedIn, I assume?
No, you have to use multi-channel integration. You combine LinkedIn with email, maybe some retargeting ads, and the data shows a 287% higher purchase rate. You build this valuable, inescapable presence.
That multi-touch consistency is so key.
Yeah.
And, speaking of not missing out on crucial follow-up and new content, for us, that means making sure you're getting the best analysis we can offer. So please, take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button for the NCW FDV YouTube channel so you don't miss all the new stuff coming out. We really rely on that consistent engagement to keep bringing you these deep dives.
Perfect. So let's leverage that idea and move to step 4. This is where we get into laser-focused outreach, precision targeting using Sales Navigator and Signal tools.
Right, because timing in B2B really is everything. A week too early or too late, and the opportunity is just gone.
And this is where these tools are no longer optional. They're a competitive advantage. The sources show that using advanced filtering in a tool like Sales Navigator lets you build targeted pipelines 5 times faster. You just stop wasting time.
But filtering just narrows the field.
Yeah.
The real magic, like you said, is knowing when to engage.
Exactly. The magic is in signal intelligence. This is about moving beyond static data and finding active purchase intent based on company behavior. We're looking for perfect timing alerts.
And what are those signals? Is it just job changes?
It's bigger than that. We're looking for major organizational change. Think funding rounds. A company that just got Series B funding is about to spend. Or a new VP of sales. They need quick wins. Sudden hiring sprees, those are signals that they are receptive to a new solution right now.
And once you spot that moment, you shouldn't just reach out to one person, should you?
Absolutely not. The strategy has to incorporate multi-threading. That means you're engaging multiple stakeholders in the account. The champion, the end user, the budget owner. It just dramatically increases your close rate.
Okay, so that well-timed outreach moves the prospect to the evaluation phase. Which brings us to step 5, optimizing your LinkedIn presence to close deals. What should they see when they come to check you out?
Your company page and your personal profile have to be a digital storefront. Every single element needs to answer their one silent question. Why should I trust you?
So company page excellence, not just marketing fluff.
No. It needs to be clear, benefit-driven, a strong call to action, a headline that tells them what you do for them, and compelling social proof right there on the page, logos of clients they recognize, short testimonials.
And for our personal profiles, it's less about a resume and more about personal brand power.
Yes. You have to position yourself as a problem solver, not a salesperson. Your summary should detail the challenges you solve and the outcomes you deliver. And you have to maximize rich media impact.
Videos, case studies.
All of it, videos especially. They build an emotional connection and trust way faster than text ever could.
Okay, we've covered AI for scale and timing, but let's circle back to the client experience. Friction kills deals. What are the non-AI tools we need to make this whole process effortless for the prospect?
You need tools that remove all the administrative hurdles. First category is seamless scheduling. Calendly, HubSpot meetings, things that eliminate that painful back and forth just to book a call.
Anything that reduces friction is a win. What about managing all these new leads we're creating?
You absolutely have to have robust CRM integration. Salesforce, HubSpot, something that tracks every step of the process. This ensures that the nurturing sequences are deployed correctly and that, nothing falls through the cracks.
It systematizes the follow-up.
It does. And finally, you have to bridge the gap between automation and real human connection.
How do you do that?
That's where video outreach is indispensable.
Yeah.
Tools like Loom or Vidyard let you record quick, personal videos. It adds a human element that just dramatically boosts response rates. It makes you feel like a known person before the first meeting even happens.
This has been a really comprehensive blueprint. Let's synthesize this. What are the 3 core components for success here?
Okay, first, build authentic connections. Personalized outreach based on value, not pressure. Second, deliver value first. Use high-quality lead magnets and funnels to convert interest into qualified leads.
And finally, you have to use data-driven tools systematically, leveraging signal intelligence, AI for sequencing, and profile optimization to engage and close those clients between touches 5 and 12.
The strategies are proven, the tools are available. The blueprint is complete. The only question left is, will you stop treating LinkedIn like a passive network and actually take action today? Your next 6-figure client is already on there, just waiting.
So now that you have the complete blueprint, we want to know, which single actionable step from this deep dive are you going to implement in your LinkedIn strategy today? Share your plans below and let's start the conversion.